Mr. Monsees, on August 17th, 2006, Judge Gladys Kessler ruled in U.S. v. Philip Morris that Philip Morris and other big tobacco companies were liable for intentionally marketing to youth while denying the adverse health effects of smoking. Are you familiar with this case, sir?
More or less, yes.
Now, Philip Morris owns the Marlboro brand, is that right?
That is correct.
And Philip Morris's parent company, Altria, now owns 35% of Juul, correct?
That is correct.
Yesterday, sir, Dr. Robert Jackler, a professor from Stanford University, testified under oath before this subcommittee that you confirmed to him that you reviewed Stanford's online library of cigarette advertising and found it, quote, and this is in sworn testimony, very helpful as you designed Juul's advertising, close quote. You did, in fact, meet with Dr. Jackler, didn't you?
I did, but I did not make that statement to Dr. Jackler.
Okay, sir, so you're under oath and you're denying that you made that statement to Dr. Jackler, is that correct?
I think that unfortunately Dr. Jackler may have misheard my commentary. In fact, the resource that he compiled is a useful resource. Back when Adam and I were at Stanford, we were very interested in understanding more about the historical bad actions of tobacco companies. And at that point, we were very interested in using his resource to understand exactly what bad actions those tobacco companies have taken, to familiarize ourselves with how not to run a business.
Okay, so you deny his statement under oath. I'd like to put his assertion in context. Please show advertisement 1. Sir, these images that you see on advertisement 1 contain a few different images. Right over here is a picture of Marlboro's trade dress. In the middle is the original Juul design that you came up with. And then on the far right is the most recent Juul design. Now, early on in your advertising, you entered into a settlement with Philip Morris. And in a set of board minutes from August 12th, 2016 that you produced to us, it says, quote, due to requirements outlined in the PMI settlement, we removed all Juul branding that uses triangles and diamond shapes, close quote. PMI is Philip Morris International, right?
That's correct.
And you settled a lawsuit with Philip Morris where they alleged that you copied Marlboro's trade dress, is that correct?
That was that was what they said.
And how much did you pay as part of the settlement with Philip Morris?
$0.
So it involved no exchange of money, but it required that you abandon the triangles and diamonds, which are very similar to Marlboro's trade dress. Is that correct?
We never designed the product to look anything like Marlboro. I mean, quite
Do you
frankly,
deny that they look similar?
I do deny that you're comparing here, with all due respect, Mr. Chairman, you're comparing a piece of packaging to a piece of product hardware. There was never any intent. The last thing we wanted was to be confused with any major tobacco company.
So the board minutes say, due to requirements outlined in PMI settlement, we removed all Juul branding that uses triangles and diamond shapes. Do you deny that that's what was said in your board minutes?
I do not deny that.
We would request that you provide the subcommittee with the PMI settlement agreement within 2 weeks. Would you do that, please?
I'll have to get back to you on that. I don't see why that would be a problem, but I'll check with my colleagues.
Great, and we'll subpoena it if that is required. Dr. Jackler testified that Marlboro is, quote, the leading youth initiation cigarette. So unfortunately, it says something that Juul chose Marlboro to emulate. Please go to ad 2. Let's look at the flavors highlighted in this ad. As you can see, on the right are the Marlboro products depicted in an advertisement. On the left are the Juul products. You notice the colors are very similar between the two companies' products. And one very interesting thing that I'd like to point out is the flavors. Let's talk about the flavors for a second. You have mint, creme, mango, and Virginia tobacco. Sir, which flavor is currently Juul's top-selling product?
Well, currently, after we've pulled voluntarily all of our flavored products off of market, and now they're only available on our website with double age verification, the top-selling product, I believe, is the mint product, shortly followed by Virginia tobacco.
That's right. Mint accounts for about 74% of your company's sales, and mint is a flavor, obviously.
Mint is a menthol-based product intended to appeal to consumers that are using menthol-based cigarettes as an
And
alternative.
it's a menthol-based flavor, correct?
It's a menthol-based flavor, that's correct.
Okay, can you please put slide 3 or add 3 up? So recently you put you took out a full-page ad in the Washington Post. You said, taking flavored products out of stores, and I think that's what you alluded to a moment ago. The problem here that I see is that you left what you call the menthol-based flavors in the stores, correct? These such as mint.
That's correct, yes.
And so mint is still a flavor that's available over the counter in the stores. And according to the 2016-2017 population assessment for tobacco health, 96.1% of 12 to 17-year-olds started with a flavored product. Additionally, it found that 97% of current youth e-cigarette users used a flavored e-cigarette in the past month, such as mint. Flavors hook kids. And though you say that you took all the flavors out of the stores, you left the mint flavor.
Mr. Chairman, with all due respect, I think that what you'll find is that these were unprecedented actions that we took. We heard these concerns, and I agree with you that we should be concerned. And ever since we first heard these concerns, we looked to ourselves without new regulation coming and being imposed upon us. We took this action in and of ourselves. The products that we pulled from market, the flavored products that we pulled from market, represented more than 50% of our business at the time. I can't imagine a more responsive, proactive step that we could take to exactly the point that you're making.
But when you pull the other flavors off the market, mint took their place. Mint is a flavor, and it took the place of all the other flavors.
So
do you disagree with that?
I do. Unfortunately, what's mostly taken the place of pulling those products off of the market is illicit, illegal products that don't comply.
Is mint in your stores or not?
It is, sir.
Okay, that's all I need to know. It's a flavor, it's a flavored product, it's still in the stores. With that, I'll now recognize Ranking Member Comer for 5 minutes of questioning.